Good evening and welcome to 365 Days of Amazing Stories with Theo Mayer. Here we are on day 91 of 2025, and I'm continuing the story of the King of the Wind. Now you might remember that Jethro Koch had come out of nowhere, it seemed, and freed Sham from this incredible plight that he was in, getting beaten by the woodcarter because he couldn't make it up a frozen hill. Once he had bought the horse, the woodcarter turned to unhitch Sham from the poles of the cart, and Agba was already there. Cat inside of his mantle, poking its head out of the hood and licking Sham's face as Agba worked to free Sham. Everybody cheered and applauded for this scene that had seemed so wrong, having suddenly gone so right. Jethro Koch walked away, leading Sham, but also being followed by this brown boy, Agba, and with the cat riding on the horse. His heart had gone out to the horse, and now he saw that he was going to be saving more than just that horse, but also this boy and his cat. They walked a little ways, and Jethro turned to Agba and let him know that back in England he had a farm with a house and a barn, and the barn had been empty of the neighing of a horse or the soft patting of a cat for many, many a year. But he said soon that barn would have the three of them within it. And so in not more than a week's time, Jethro Koch, Sham, Agba, and Grimalkin were on their way to England. It took them some days, of course, to get there, as you might imagine, traveling from Paris, France to England, having to cross a waterway in order to get there. But eventually they were walking down the lane, and the house and the barn came into view. And when they did, Agba thought to himself that that wheat ear on the chest of Sham must have worked itself through. The place was beautiful. Green grass, a big barn, and a beautiful house with smoke curling out of its chimney. Jethro Koch made his new visitors very content and safe and secure in the barn, and then went in to let his housekeeper know that they had returned. Now, it turned out that Jethro Koch had lost his wife some time before and simply had a woman taking care of his place. Remember, though, he'd gotten that horse, Sham, for his nephew, Benjamin Biggle, and will soon meet that man when I continue the story tomorrow.